At a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On the counter, Ingram. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 67 yards, as the Ravens push further out in front. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them. Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Point it right.
Now Mayfield going deep here for Landry, and that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Regular. Watch the slant. 22 jet bomber. 36.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Second and 3 at the Ravens 4-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 4 yards out. as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. His throw incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jackson to throw again. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ingram. And a short gain here down to the 22. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Jackson. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Third and short yardage. Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Ingram. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore number one, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that...
And now look at him go. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And the Ravens have got it.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now it's Ingram, and he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Well, they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Jackson on first down. Being chased, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson now, flushed out right. He may try and run for this. He'll have a first down past the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll throw on first down with Jackson, forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
57, Mike 57. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. A former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it. And with that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 36. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And he's got Snead. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Now Ingram. He's been busy today. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Play fake. Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram, and he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Jackson steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Here's Jackson to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams. Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on, because if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about, who would you make the absolute favorite? It could be anyone, right? It could be Seattle. It could be San Francisco. It could be New Orleans. I know Minnesota's probably going to come in as a wild card. Green Bay will come in as a division champ, it looks like. The bottom line is Dallas or Philadelphia's got to win the NFC East. And I don't know that anyone wants to go to their home field and play when they have to play in a divisional game. So when you get it all together, and maybe that would be a wild card, I would guess, because they'd be the 4th team in. But when you put it all together, it is absolutely wide open about who wins the NFC and represents for the Lombardi Trophy.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mayfield with it once more. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Single receiver.
61, matchbox, right.
Check, 48, the mic. I'm coming.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jihad Ward showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Third and long for Mayfield. And that is incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Got it. 50 seconds, run. Stop your whining.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Ingram. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. This is Ingram. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Jackson being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. To throw is Jackson, forced out to his left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st. Throwing is Jackson. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Flush to his right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The Browns drive about to get started. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, 133.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other...
And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson now. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Now a play fake here on first down. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
Keep playing on. It's 4th down. Woo! Let's get it.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll do it for my partner.